Welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration 92.3 FM. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. I don't know why I got tripped up in that one. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, the morning after the night before, the morning after the night when we saw Chelsea get hammered, battered, bruised, destroyed, annihilated, decimated, and beaten badly by Arsenal. And of course, we'll be doing a review of what we saw last night. We're looking ahead as well to all the action coming up tonight. Liverpool will be looking to respond to what we saw from Arsenal yesterday. And of course, Manchester United will take on bottom side Sheffield United. It's a Wednesday, so we have our mystery voice ready. If you know it, guess whose voice it belongs to, and then you can walk away with our gift on the show today. That's our package on a Wednesday. Very excellent package. You want to stick around for that one. I will not be doing the show alone. Buddy Bruno is in the studio with me. Buddy, how are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you. Although I feel, some pity for Chelsea fans, but what's my business at the end of the day?
Look, personally, no, I don't feel any pity for Chelsea fans.
I shouldn't even,
because if the tables were turned, we know the noise we'll be hearing this morning.
Yeah.
So let's just you get what you get. You get what you deserve. Anyway, let's go on a quick break, very quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll get the show started properly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Let's remind you, the best part of this show is that you can be a part of it. Just call us on 0700 923 923 923 0700 923 923 923. You can also send us messages on WhatsApp at 081 7313 6193 081 7313 6193. Lots of early messages, but the gloaters are gloating. We'll get to that. Let's just talk about what we saw last night, buddy Bruno. It was 5-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah. To
Arsenal. Sorry, it was 5-0 to Arsenal. What happened to Chelsea last night?
Oh well, no Cole Palmer, big problems.
So it's Cole Palmer FC.
Cole Palmer FC, yeah. And like I did say this morning, I do feel from a coaching perspective that was where the problem, began from. How can you? They say you don't change a winning team. Yes, they lost against Man City at the weekend in the FA Cup via penalties. No, sorry, via that lone goal from Bernardo Silva. But again, it was an excellent Chelsea performance. Whatever Pochettino was thinking, I really do not get.
Yep.
Your best defender, you have him on the bench. Also, Trevor Chalobah, who recently returned from injury and has delivered some good performances. Yep. You have both men on the bench. The question is why? You're playing a top Arsenal side who are vying to win the title this season. Yes, maybe Chelsea not in the race for the title, but again, fight for some dignity at the end of the day. Because you look at this Arsenal side, in the past as well, they've been the problem for Chelsea.
Yes,
and this makes sense of whatever terrible season it's been.
Yep.
Maybe a lot of those players just lost, the motivation or the momentum to just keep going. Maybe the FA Cup, they told themselves we need to give it everything, to win it, and that didn't happen, and their heads just dropped. But overall, it was a terrible, terrible Chelsea performance. It looked like they weren't coached at all. But again, we can't take anything away from Arsenal.
Nope.
We did play very well last night. Like I did say earlier, Bukayo Saka versus Cucurella.
It was a mismatch.
Saka ran him ragged all through the 90 minutes. And, for the Arsenal side as well, despite not, knowing what the eventual outcome will be as regards at the title race, I'm glad to see that from a mental point of view, they've risen above, that block of, we've lost it all. Let's just count the season over. They're still giving it the push. They're giving it the fight. Over the weekend, we saw them against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Despite not playing too well, they were able to grind out a result, and they met a Chelsea side whom everyone thought will give them a problem, but at the end of the day, it was just an easy peasy win for this Arsenal side. Kai Havertz, had a very good game as well. But we can't talk about this game and not discuss Martin Odegaard. A lot of people have said, in the big games, he seems to hide. But this time around, he delivered an A performance for this Arsenal side. The defense as well, steady as usual. For White, he just seems to have discovered, you know, the attacking side of him in recent times. 2 goals for himself and Kai Havertz, and generally it was just an awesome performance by the Gunners. Anthony, it will be interesting to see what happens between them and Tottenham Hotspur in the North London Derby this weekend.
All right, we'll see what happens. Let's quickly talk about today's action. But very quickly, before we do that, let's take a break. Let's take a short break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the action coming up later today. Welcome back to the show. Are you sure if you want to do Mystery Wednesday today? Because I don't understand what's going on.
Maybe we have to rest it today.
Maybe we'll rest it today. Maybe we'll rest Mystery Wednesday today. I will just take your reactions because we can't read all these messages, check all these calls, and take calls on Mystery Wednesday. I don't think we can do that. Anyway, we'll just rest it for today, and then we'll take your reactions to yesterday's action. Let's just quickly breeze through the matches coming up today so we can take as many of your calls and messages because you guys have a lot to say. Liverpool away at Everton, the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Everton have not been seen Liverpool in a long time, but then again, Liverpool have been doing hot and cold, like you said in the morning.
Yeah.
How do you see this one going? Very quickly.
It should be a difficult game as well for Everton. A dodgy win at the weekend against Forest, but again, they'll be welcoming the Liverpool side that need every point available right now. At least just give themselves some level of belief. Last weekend, we did see Jurgen Klopp arrest the likes of Mo Salah, McAllister, and some of the winners as well. So possibly looking ahead to this particular game, expect these players to start later tonight. But for Everton, it was a dogged win against Nottingham Forest, like I did say over the weekend. But they'll be facing a different kettle of fish. How well can they hold out against this Liverpool forward? We did see Fulham as well make life difficult for Liverpool until they got the breakthrough. But it's a derby, anything is expected. Yep. Expecting Sean Dyche, as we do know him, to actually, pack the buses as much as possible later tonight. For Liverpool, for Everton, it's just unfortunate that they'll be facing Liverpool. But again, a bit of courage can just get them through the line. Looking at the fact that Liverpool as well, in the last few weeks, they've been very, very inconsistent. Example, a case study, the game against Crystal Palace. Yep. If an Everton side can, deliver such a performance like Crystal Palace, maybe they might just get something against this Liverpool side. But again, I think Liverpool will be too fired up tonight to want to give anything away. So for that reason, I think Liverpool will be too good to lose against this Everton side. All
right, other matches coming up tonight: Wolves against Bournemouth, Crystal Palace against Newcastle, and Manchester United against Sheffield United. Any strange things you are sensing in all these fixtures tonight?
Not really.
Okay, so
not really.
Go as planned.
Maybe Crystal Palace might just continue with that good form that they found lately. Looking forward to seeing the Eze and, of course, on this show for Crystal Palace tonight.
All right, we shall see how that goes. All right. We want to take your calls, or let's just take another short break. When we come back, actually, we'll focus on your calls and your messages. Lots of them coming in, but just after the short break.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.